Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you. What is it, son? I'm gay. What? No. What is going on, my Concise Conversation family? I hope you guys are all doing well today on this fine June 22nd, 2022. I'm doing great. So I had a little epiphany last night that there were only 9 more days left in Pride Month. And I have not done any gay shit. Except for the regular gay shit that I do. So I was like, what? That is not okay. So I'm doing a last 9-day countdown of Pride Month where I'm going to make a video each of these last 9 days kind of detailing an important aspect that I think is prevalent within the LGBTQ plus community and things that can get conversations started about identity, about sexuality, about acceptance, and about self-love. So day 9, and I'm gonna have a little chart that has all the days on it so you guys can see what's coming up in the future. So day 9 today is the coming out story. That's what I'm titling today. I would never think that I would be talking about this on camera, but hey, growth, self-acceptance, self-love. So honestly, it's not that deep either. So today I just want to talk about my coming out story and about why I think coming out in general is just ridiculous and all that jazz. So I have my iPad down here. I'm gonna be looking at some notes because I don't want to leave anything out. So my coming out story. Really, I didn't have a chance to come out. I was outed, so that's a whole different whatever. But just to set the scene, this was like 7th or 8th grade. So setting the scene. I had just finished soccer practice. My mom was picking me up and picking me and my brother up. So I get in the car first, chilling, whatever, regular. My brother comes in the car and he's bawling, crying his eyes out. And me and my mom are obviously confused. So my mom says, "What's wrong?" And he says that someone on his team told him that I was gay. And it seems so dramatic now. It seems so dramatic back then, but now it's hella funny. But so he said that someone on his team told him that I was gay. I'm in the front seat, my mom's obviously in the driver's seat, and he's in the back seat. And my mom looks at me and says, "Are you?" Yo, it's crazy. And I said yes, because I was like, I guess at this point there's no point in lying, and also I was put on the spot. So it was just a very nerve-wracking time, a very confusing time, and I just remember crying straight off the bat. I said yes and then bawling. And my mom was like, "It's okay." And that was my first experience in having a coming out or having to show my sexuality externally. And I was like 15, so it was definitely a time where I hadn't even built my own identity or my own sexuality. So this kind of was the catalyst in me doing that. So during that time, there was a lot of feelings that I was feeling, and I'm sure if any of you guys have come out or have been outed or whatever the case is, you feel a lot of these similar feelings as well. I feel like there's a lot of feelings of fear, a lot of feelings of shame and anxiety, even depression, and just confusion. I feel like that was a very confusing time for me because I remember my parents asking me a lot of questions like, "Are you sure this is the life that you want to live? How do you know?" My dad asked me if I wanted to wear girl clothes. Just a bunch of things that were very mind-boggling at the time, and I did not have answers to, so I was just mute. I didn't say anything. I didn't answer any questions. I just said, "I don't know." And I think this is a pivotal reason as to why coming out in general makes no sense to me and has no beneficial value, because at the end of the day, especially young people who have not even had the time to learn about themselves, have not had the time to really explore their sexuality and explore their identity, I don't think there's any way that they can even fully know what their sexuality is or fully know who they are as people. So for us to make coming out a part of gay people's lives and LGBTQ plus people's lives is ridiculous, because it adds on a lot of unnecessary pressure to something that's already a high pressure, high intensity situation, you know. For me, I don't see the point coming out, and when I was younger, I think I did have a plan on who I was going to tell first and second and yada yada yada. And now looking back, you don't have to tell anyone that you don't want to tell. And I think that when you have that pressure of wanting to expose yourself or let other people know, it does add a lot of stress to your life. And I think a lot of people also have an added stress of, if I tell this person, are they going to harm me? Are they going to inflict violence on me? And these are just so many things that especially young people do not need to go through during a time where they're supposed to be learning how to interact with other people, learning how to interact with their own identity and their own self-love and their own ways of navigating the world. And I think for gay people, like, this added stress of having to out yourself is just ridiculous, you know? So just to wrap it up, I feel like if you are out there and you are thinking about coming out to your family, friends, I would say first, be intentional about what are the reasons as to why you want to come out. Because I think if you want to come out just based off the fact that you want to make your family comfortable or you want to make your friends comfortable, you want them to accept you, or you want them to validate you, I think those are wrong reasons. You know, I think the only validation that you need is from yourself. The only acceptance that you need is from yourself. And I think, of course, it feels good to have your family and your friends and everyone around you support you, but in reality, that's not always going to be the case. So I think that value that you place on your identity needs to first come from yourself and come from within. And I would say there's no need for external validation. There's no need for you to come out and then people to say, oh, congrats. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you guys see the double standard? And like, straight people don't have to do this, you know? No one else really has to do this, and no one else is getting congrats or celebration because of their sexuality. And I'm not saying that for gay people, that celebration is sometimes necessary. That pride, you know, that pride is necessary for us to flourish and grow into the perfect people that we are, you know. But I think overall, we need to take a step away from seeing coming out as a necessity, because it's not, you know. The only person that you need to be comfortable with in your identity is yourself, you know. So I hope you guys found a lot of value from that information. This is day 9 day countdown of Pride Month. This is the first Pride Month that I feel like I actually feel comfortable in myself and I actually feel proud in my identity. So I want to share that energy with you all, because whoever you are, I want you to feel pride and I want you to feel acceptance in who you are, and I want you to love yourself fully. So I hope I see you guys for day 8. Have a good rest of your day.